Why don't you come on and go? Come on, I'm going to hear.
Hello, family. We want to give you another summary of today's lesson. Don't know where you are right now. You might be in your living room, might be sitting on the phone. Wherever you are, want to just help you to recap what we studied. We've been talking about worship, in particular, the purpose of worship. And today's study was out of Psalm 100. And in Psalm 100, we studied from the subject called, What Do You Bring to Worship? Well, this passage is a marvelous text to help us to appreciate that. We have 4 points. Point number 1, what I bring. And out of that psalm, you remember that it opens up saying, make a shout or make a joyful noise to the Lord. Well, the reason why that's so important is because the psalmist actually grabs a hold of the concept that God is king, and we ought to have a mentality where we say, long live the king. So that shout to God helps us to appreciate how significant he is. But when I know who he is, it brings me joy. And I have joy going into my time of worship. God gives me that which can't be moved, which no one else can take away. And it's out of that joy that gladness erupts and moves my spirit. So you begin with those things. That's what you bring. But you bring them because of who he is. The way I come to him is a direct reflection of who he is. In this passage, we see him as Jehovah, the self-existent one. We see him as the one who starts everything and wasn't started by anything. But not only is he Jehovah, he's your creator. He made you. You didn't make yourself. But that creator chose you like sheep in a pasture. He individually picked all of us, and he knows us. He knows the things that we deal with, that we struggle with. He knows our good and our bad, and yet he still chose us. But if you see who he is, doesn't that also help you to appreciate who you are? Just look at the list. Again, he's your creator. He's your shepherd. He's your king. And if that's who he is, then what does that make me? It makes me his creature. I'm created by him. It makes me his sheep. I follow him. It makes me his subject. I bow down in his presence. That's amazing, because that image of who God is and who I am doesn't make a lot of sense. I don't deserve to be in his presence. I don't deserve to have that kind of intimate relationship, and yet he gives it to me. But that's what he brings you. Point number 4. He offers us. What he does for us is absolutely amazing. He loves us. He loves us enduringly. He loves us aggressively. He loves us agelessly. He loves us into the next generation. He's just an awesome, awesome God. That's what makes worship so awesome. When we encounter him, we are literally in the presence of a God who allows us to have what we don't deserve, to give him praise for all of the benefits we have because of him, and allows us to go deeper in our walk day by day. I challenge you to do like the psalmist says. Know the Lord, but don't just know him. Appreciate him in everything that you see. I challenge you to enter into his gates with thanksgiving. Be thankful for everything that God has given you. And every moment you have, look to encounter him. And then not only that, I challenge you, number 4, to remember, he's good. And because he's good, you are covered by love. You are experiencing that love. And you're challenged to live that love out. Now, go deeper. Get back in the text. You read, you wrestle. You see those beautiful phrases all throughout that passage. And then make some deeper application for yourself. Celebrate, investigate, and apply this word. And watch how God will change your worship walk. God bless you.
Why don't you come on and go? Come on, I'm going to hear that.